This battle between Elon Musk and Twitter's board of directors is spinning out of control and becoming more intriguing. Musk's tweet about reducing the compensation for the Twitter board of directors spiked things up. But there are new, interesting details of this fight for Twitter ownership that were just revealed. Elon Musk's plan to buy Twitter is becoming more complicated and exciting by the day. In a few weeks, Musk went from debating whether to join Twitter's board of directors to launching a full-fledged $43 billion hostile takeover effort to actually win control of the company. The past few days in particular have deepened the rift between Musk and Twitter's board of directors. Last week, Musk proposed buying 100% of Twitter for $43 billion or $54.20 per share in cash. This is a 38% increase from before Musk's investment was made public. According to Musk's letter to Brett Taylor, Twitter's chairman of the board, this is his best and final offer. If it's not taken, he will be forced to reevaluate his status as a Twitter shareholder. Could this be a mere threat? Let's see how the Twitter board is taking it. Although Musk stated plainly in the same letter that he believes Twitter should be a private firm to allow it to undergo the adjustments he believes are necessary, here is why it got even more complicated from there on. He further wrote, "After several days of thinking this over, I have decided I want to acquire the company and take it private." While Musk has been critical of Twitter's censorship, he's always believed in the company's potential to serve as an international forum for free speech. And in his letter to the board, the world's wealthiest person continued by emphasizing his belief in free speech as a necessary societal requirement for a functioning democracy. However, he stated that after making his investment, he realized that the company, in its current form, could neither survive nor serve this societal necessity. On the other hand, Twitter's board of directors authorized a poison pill defense to safeguard the company against Elon Musk. A pretty smart move, right? It might be interesting for you to know that there are ways to defeat the poison pill, although they will not be cheap or straightforward. But the board of directors of Twitter has thrown a spanner in Musk's hostile acquisition proposal and at the very least has bought itself time to decide its next step. So that brings us to the big question: what is a poison pill and how is Elon Musk going to overcome it at the moment? Here is the thing. The poison pill is a famous moniker for a shareholder rights plan that enables shareholders to purchase additional shares of a company's stock at a discount, thereby reducing the value of each individual claim. A corporation concerned about an unwelcome corporate takeover will usually implement the plan. Following a triggering event, in Twitter's case, if one individual purchases 15% of the stock without the board's approval, all other shareholders will be allowed to purchase additional shares. A gentle reminder, Musk currently owns 9.2% of Twitter. The firm disclosed the intention in an 8K filing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission made on the 18th of April. Shareholders will be able to purchase 1/1000th of a share of Twitter preferred stock for every share of Twitter common stock they currently own, $210. Each preferred stock share would carry voting rights and would immediately be worth double its purchase price, or $420. That is already insane, but the next detail is going to completely blow your mind. In addition, the poison pill scheme is a significant barrier to hostile acquisition. The $2.64 billion Musk has already spent would be wasted by the move, and still, Musk would be also required to spend many more billions than the $43 billion he had previously planned. It would essentially be an economic suicide for him to continue. Now it looks like the table has turned against Musk. What's more, Twitter's board of directors may have responded to concerns that Musk would find another means to privatize the company. Musk tweeted the lyrics to the song "Love Me Tender" on the 15th of April. And besides referencing Elvis Presley, many believe Musk was preparing to make a tender offer. Are you also wondering what the term tender offer means? Not to worry, we'll tell you more. When a person or entity purchases all of a portion of a shareholder's stock, this is a tender offer. Thus, Twitter's poison pill would preclude any tender offer for at least the following year. So what's next now? Although Twitter has not officially rejected Musk's bid in writing, it is now inevitable that its board of directors may likely do so in the coming days. But the board is now presented with a few options. The board may take no action, seek a more favorable buyer, or negotiate a better price. And Musk can still circumvent the poison pill via a proxy contest. He would have to undertake a proxy solicitation and win 51% of shareholder votes, primarily by winning over institutional investors. He could then replace the current board of directors, including Twitter's co-founder Jack Dorsey, with those who support his takeover plan. And while a poison pill isn't impenetrable, it does require a much longer process of getting proxies to get rid of it, a move that doesn't sit well with Musk, to say the least. Now, this is getting interesting. Musk, the single largest individual shareholder of Twitter shares, is deeply critical in his assessment of the board's motivations. He noted that once Jack Dorsey steps down from Twitter's board of directors at the end of May, the board will jointly hold less than 3% of the company. Musk asserts that the board's economic interests are fundamentally at odds with shareholder interest in a tweet. Moreover, he conducted a poll on Twitter asking whether or not shareholders should be the ones to decide whether or not Twitter should go private. 83.5% of respondents from Musk's almost 80 million followers answered yes, demonstrating the growing anti-board sentiment among Musk's devoted followers. Meanwhile, Twitter's co-founder Jack Dorsey has criticized the microblogging platform's board of directors, claiming that the board has continually been the source of the company's dysfunction. Dorsey, who stepped down as CEO in November but is still on the board until next month, agreed with venture capitalist Gary Tan that a poorly run board can literally make $1 billion worth of value go away. On Monday, in response to a tweet arguing that the Twitter board's interests are not aligned with those of its shareholders due to the absence of insider ownership, Musk claimed that if he acquires the firm, he would reduce board members' pay to $0. It's very obvious that Twitter's board of directors was not happy with Elon Musk's plan. However, Musk took the already existing rift to a whole new level when he noted on Twitter, "Board salary will be $0 if my offer wins," which equates to a savings of $3 million per year. Twitter compensates its board members with approximately $2.9 million in cash and stock awards. Each board member gets paid between $250,000 and $350,000 per year for part-time labor. Not too shabby and well-deserved, if you ask us. At this time, however, it's uncertain whether Musk will be able to acquire and privatize Twitter. Was his plan laid out there? What is certain is that neither Musk nor the current Twitter board of directors will give in without a fight. Musk will have to think way outside the box if he wishes to actualize his goal of transforming Twitter. However, we doubt that will be a challenging feat for a man who overcame all the obstacles to start an electric vehicle and rocket company. He is well renowned for his numerous accomplishments in Tesla, SpaceX, and humorous tweets. However, more often than not, his provocative tweets and opinions seem to cost his stockholders a lot of money. At this rate, we believe Musk should be screened, but notwithstanding, the world's wealthiest person has remained unconcerned so far. In addition to the rising uproar, his attempt to purchase Twitter has aroused fears among Tesla investors and analysts. They believe that the giant electric automaker may suffer if its CEO gets distracted by his takeover proposal and prospective sales of Tesla shares to finance the transaction. During a recent interview, Musk was questioned about his inflammatory comments during the interview. He casually responded by saying Twitter is a battle zone. Without a doubt, he has one of the most brilliant minds globally, and he will always say whatever is on his mind. Between Musk and the board of directors, who do you believe will emerge victorious at the end of the day? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and see you in the next video.